Well, thank you, Lee, and hello, everybody. Hello, basketball fans from all over Puerto Rico and the world. Good evening, La Fanaticada de los Grises. It's great to be back with you guys. From what I understand, it was a game with all kinds of emotions that we don't have yet a decisive outcome for it. The league will come out with what was either a win or replay the time that was left. We're going to still wait to see what happens there. But Lee, you know, great to be back here and see that Humacao now starting, Humacao, who is coached by excellent coach Pedro Gonzalez. They're going to start a 5-game homestand. And really, they stand right now with 5 wins and 8 losses. This 5-game home stretch is the one that will define, in my belief, where they're going to go in the season. If you can come out of this 5-game 5-0 or either 4-1, really puts you in a good situation. If it goes the opposite way, they might be in trouble for a little bit. So we know that Humacao, who's a very well-balanced team, has had some issues lately with injuries, which is completely normal at this part of the season. But if Humacao can get a strong start, with solid rebounding and playing in transition, dominating the free throw line attempts, and also knocking down some threes, that's when they are their best. And we know that Mr. Gabriel Velardo, once again, Humacao relies on him on having a good game to put themselves in a position to get a win here tonight. And as we know, it's also key to this game that Humacao wins the rebounding battle. So look for Parker Rivera, who's been playing great as of lately. Also Amigo, those 2 guys to really get it done on the board.
We've got a couple of new players in the Humacao lineup tonight. Jordan Swing is expected to come back from injury, and Kenneth Horton is a big guy, 6'7", 220, that just signed with the team yesterday.
Yeah, and they need those 2 guys. You know, you get to a point now, 13, 14 games in, it's such a strong schedule. Guys are banged up, so when you can get help, especially for Jordan Swing, a guy that knows this team has been with them since the start, playmaker, can put the ball on the ground, can knock down his shot, can create for others. When you have guys like that coming into the lineup, that adds a lot to your confidence, to your ability to do different things in the game strategy-wise and in the tactics. So I'm sure that Pedro Gonzalez is loving the fact that he might have those 2 guys with him.
Jordan Swing, 6'6", 200-pounder from Memphis, Tennessee originally. He averages 15 a game. He's missed the last 4 games, and he is in the starting lineup tonight for Humacao. On the other side, Santurce comes in. They are 7-8 and in second place in Division Section B. They've lost 2 of their last 3, so they're kind of looking to come out of a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, and this is one of the franchises who's a legendary franchise in the league. The Cangrejeros de Santurce, people there in the San Juan area know them very well. So, they got some big names on the roster. A couple of guys that we're not seeing right now in our starting 5 that we just got here. Guys like Ramon Clemente, who has played many years for the national team, a franchise player on his time. Gilberto Clavel, also an upcoming player, tremendous ability to impact the game. And everybody knows El Señor Juan José Barea, the guy that just made his name in the NBA. Now, after an Achilles injury, has had really the focus and the guts to come back to Puerto Rico and play in the league, play for Santurce. Really giving this league a player to look forward to. And Juan José Barea is one of those guys. And I'll tell you what, Lee, Juan José Barea, man, this guy has never denied a game in terms of neither for his club or for the Puerto Rico national team. We have seen him battle on the big tournaments, on the small tournaments, so hats off to him. And this is a critical game for both teams. Let's see if Humacao can slow down Santurce and come out here with the win.
Yeah, Barea is quite a player and quite a story on the floor and off. Looking forward to seeing him hopefully tonight in action. He didn't play the last 2 games for Santurce. They are coming off a loss to Bayamon, losing 101-98 in overtime. And of course, Humacao coming off a loss to Mayaguez, 85-71. They lost the points in the paint 50-38, and the fast break points 20-4. The one thing we did see last week, Victor, against Quebradillas in the game that was suspended, a little bit better offensive showing. Still not a super high-scoring game, but Gabriel Bellardo was much better in that ball game after a 4-point performance before that. Bellardo came back with 19 against Quebradillas, and then he put up 21 in the game, the last ball game for Humacao.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, Lee, that starts to happen at this moment, you know, when you have so many games, you don't have the ability to practice as much because your legs are starting to fatigue a little bit, right? You're playing high minutes day in, day out, so the guys can feel that. So it's normal to have a little bit of inconsistency in their play. But on the opposite side, your technical ability, you know, the touches, the looks, where you're going to get your shots from, those things are now at a much higher level, you know. So the days that you're feeling well, the days that your legs are under you, that's the days that you know once that ball goes in the hoop once or twice, you know, okay, it's going to be on tonight. So Humacao is going to rely on Gabriel Bellardo. Hopefully he can come out with a great game and put Humacao in a chance to win this ball game.
Santurce, we mentioned losing 2 of their last 3. You look a little bit closer at their ball club. They average 85 points per game, and they allow 87. They average 9 3-pointers a game and shoot 36% behind the 3-point arc as a team. So that is a big weapon for them.
Yeah, that's why it's critical for Humacao to have a good start here from the first quarter. As we saw the last game we did together, there was a few up and downs. They had some good moments and not so good moments. And right here, you want to try to put 40 minutes combined. And it starts with the first quarter. Be the aggressors, okay? Implement a game where you're putting a lot of ball pressure, a lot of pressure on the wing passes, know your rotations when the ball go to the post, to try to speed up the game defensively. And then on the offensive side, know your go-to players, get the ball to the guys who have gotten it done here recently, to really try to put pressure on this Santurce team.
Starting lineups for Humacao tonight, it'll be Gabriel Bellardo, Jordan Swing back into the lineup, as we mentioned, Georgie Pacheco, Daniel Amigo, and Timaj Parker in the starting lineup for Humacao. On the other side for Santurce, it's Sheikh Diallo, 6'8" player who spent some time in the NBA, Isaac Sosa, a guard from San Juan, Skal Labissiere from Haiti, Gian Clavel, and Filiberto Rivera in the starting lineup for the visitors tonight. They have struggled a little bit on the road themselves. I'm sorry, Victor. They are 4-5 on the road, and this is game 4 of a 6-game road swing for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can see now guys a little bit banged up in and out of the lineup, but still they have enough firepower here with Diallo, with Sosa, with Rivera, with Clavel, you know, with Labissiere. Like, they have enough to put pressure on Humacao, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, what kind of ball game Humacao does bring on tonight.
We are just about ready to get started. We mentioned the game we did last week for you, the 5 light outages. They went to overtime with 9.1 seconds left. Humacao was leading 85-80. The lights went out for the last time, and the outcome of that game has yet to be determined. That'll be interesting to see. So officially,
that both. Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunate situation that, you know, these guys had to go through, but hopefully the league will consult with both teams and be able to come up with a solution that is, you know, up to par to this kind of situation, who is unfortunate and is out of their control. It's not the organizers, or it's not, it's a situation that unfortunately goes around from time to time. So hopefully the league can come out with a solution that is reasonable for both squads.
Absolutely. So officially, Humacao is 4-1 at home. pending the outcome of that one, which you would think would go to Humacao. That would make them 5-1, but of course that's not official yet. So they'll try and maintain that home court advantage. The game against Fajardo, the only loss here at home for Humacao. Santurce is second, and Humacao tied for 5th in Division Section B, but only a game in the standings separates them. Santurce 7-8, Humacao 5-8. So this is a good game as far as the standings go. Humacao could make up some ground here.
Yeah, head-to-head matchup. You need to get the wins at home, especially knowing you're about to play 5 games at home. You want to come out of this stretch, again, either 5-0 or 4-1 at the most, to really go from where they are right now at 5-8, like you mentioned, up to the stands. It'd be either 10-8 or 9-9. You really got to get that situation.
Check Diallo with a statement defensively. Here's Jordan Swing now for 3. Very good to see him back out on the floor.
Yeah, and it's going to take a few shots for him to get his rhythm back, you know, but good to know that he's not lacking confidence, able to pull that going to his right.
He got caught up in a screen, and he will draw a foul. There you get a good look at Jordan Swing. Played college basketball at Western Kentucky and UAB, averaging 14 a game. Santurce looking to get it inside. Their Swing with the defense again. Shot clock at 5.
Good defensive possession there, Lee. They were able to stay with their man, did not switch anything, and on that pick and roll trap. So let's see if they can finish it off.
Last second attempt is no good for Gian Clavel. Played a minute, no score. Inside, Amigo looking to go to work. A little jump hook is off the mark. And it will be Santurce ball.
With Jordan Swing on the court also, Lee, what does is it kind of opens up some airspace for Belardo. He doesn't have to be the creator all the time, so the defense is going to have to focus on 2 guys, which perhaps is going to open some lanes for him.
Top of the key jumper, no good for Labissiere, and then the follow is good.
You got to clean it up. Great defensive possession, but it only finishes until you get that rebound and have the possession on your hand.
Gian Clavel with the follow-up basket. He averages 13.5 a game. Swing shot is blocked. And a travel call. So good interior defense so far for Santurce with Diallo and Labissiere down low.
You can see a couple of good possessions already for Santurce defensively. And if you're Humacao, though, you know, keep taking the ball to the rack. If you're taking close shots, eventually you're either going to get fouled or be able to knock a high percentage shot.
Diallo, tough shot in the lane, and it doesn't go. Swing the rebound. Humacao looking to get on the board here. Gallardo off the screen. Now it's Georgie Pacheco from the top of the key. Check Diallo puts it on the floor, and no basket but a whistle. Diallo 6'8", 218 from Mali. He is a force down low.
Yes, he is. Super athletic, can play multiple positions, able to put a lot of pressure defensively, like we've seen already doing in the start of this game and having an impact on Humacao's offense.
I don't think there was a foul call there. Amigo looking to work inside, gives it outside now to Pacheco. He does a nice little fake turnaround shot, good for Georgie Pacheco.
Footwork, 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 man. Get the big man up in the air, just kill him with the fake, and able to pivot to the other side, and a beautiful teardrop.
Nice little move that time by Rivera. Nobody guarded him. He got into the lane, but couldn't make the easy shot inside.
Yeah, and I think also, Lee, what he did, he kind of slowed down a little bit to, you know, what we call bumping cart. You know, he kind of waited for the defender to see if he was going to get closer or foul him. And he actually had a lane. He could have got a little bit closer. So it just missed the 2 points there, but Humacao will take it. Rivera wide open. Oh, didn't see him.
Good ball movement here. Swing off the bounce from the free throw line. Jordan Swing, 15 points a game.
That good ball movement is right, but I thought actually that Parker Rivera had himself a layup or was wide open, but you know, they got the 2-point shot, but you don't want to give up an excellent shot for a good one.
Yeah, a little too generous maybe. Just inside the 3-point line, and the shot is good. That is Isaac Sosa, who averages 14 a game. He ties it at 4. That shot no good. And Santurce will come the other way. Going to take it all the way. That's Clavel, his second bucket. He averages 13.5 a game.
Beautiful, under control, got the ball on the right wing, changed directions going middle, and put a lot of pressure on the key and finish with his left hand. Beautiful execution, under control by Clavel.
Gallardo inside to Parker, and now a little push shot that time by Amigo is no good. That was an interesting play, to say the least.
Yeah, and Parker
broken up by Parker.
What happens is these plays right here, they don't go in the stats, but you saw he had a beautiful rotation. He said coming over, helping out, almost got the steal. Not going to go in the stat, but those kind of hustle plays and defensive execution on the rotation is what Coach Pedro Gonzalez loves for.
Baseline jumper rattles in, and a little bit of a hot streak here now for Santurce. Sosa now with 4 points. Amigo trying to go to work again. He airballs that one. Oh, nice move with the basketball for Scala Bissier.
And beautiful no-look pass also. He pretended he was going to pass it out to the 3-point line and hit the trailer with the bounce pass. A good job there by Santurce.
Gallardo's first shot is off the mark. (10-4) lead. Looking to add to that is Labissiere. His shot from the top of the key is no good. Gallardo drawing the foul.
Yeah, but we have seen so far, Lee, how much the interior defense of Santurce has put pressure on Humacao, taking some uncharacteristic shots, perhaps even forcing a few, or not able to go towards the basket, having their shot blocked. So the athleticism inside of Santurce having already been a factor early in this ball game.
And it's Alexander Kapos, number 13, now into the ball game for Humacao. Jordan Swing, tough baseline jumper for the lefty. And he's got 4 of Humacao's 6 points.
Yeah, he wanted the 3-point play the hard way there, telling the referee that he got hit, but referee said, no, sir, keep on playing. Sosa
nowhere to go. No, this is Sosa, excuse me.
Good defense.
We had red numbers on black jerseys last Wednesday, and now we've got red numbers on gray jerseys. Not not the best to pick players out of the crowd, and now a whistle will go against Santurce.
Humacao very
swings move.
Jordan swing back, as you said, that move right there, able to create going behind the bag. He can create his own shot, man. We saw him go baseline the possession before, so Humacao very happy to have him back.
Isaac Sosa whistled for that foul. 10 on the shot clock. Pacheco draws some contact and a whistle.
And that's how you do it. Things are not going your way early on. Put pressure on the defense. Take your man old school. Go to the hoop. Put the pressure on. Draw the contact and go get yourself 2 free throws.
Get a look at Georgie Pacheco, 6'1", 170 from Ponce. Jordan Swing coming out for a little breather after a good start. Pacheco 79% at the free throw line this season. Not afraid of contact, not afraid to take it down low.
No, he is. This guy, you know, this young man, we love it. He plays with a lot of heart, plays hard. So there's a reason why he's shooting these free throws, because he was brave enough to take the ball to the hoop and draw that contact.
John Clavel's shot is off the mark, gets his own rebound. Check Diallo. Added out, but recovered by Santurce, and that was Clavel with the bucket. He's got 6.
Yeah, and too many offensive rebounds already allowed by Humacao. They got to adjust to that.
Darian Spotsville is in for Humacao. That's Parker inside. Just a little over 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
And this is what this man has done, got himself in the NBA because of it. Mr. Juan Jose Barea just taking the ball to the hoop. So we know he's going to be a handful to handle.
NBA champion with the Dallas Mavs back in 2011. Alardo into the lane. Gets a little contact and lays it in.
Beautiful up and under, able to stay under control and the concentration to finish that near the basket.
Clavel for 3. One and done that time. Here's Bilardo again. Darian Spotsville gives it back. Here's Capos, the 3-point shooter.
Yeah, that's okay.
Off the mark that time.
Strength. He's gonna bring it to. He's gonna bring that skill set to the game. Let him shoot, and once they start going in, it's gonna open up some lanes for other guys.
Labissiere wanted the foul and didn't get it. Under a minute to go now. All alone inside is Capos for the easy one.
Textbook fast break, run the lane, big fella. Get there before the defender does. The man was just arguing with the referee the play before, and beautiful find by Humacao.
Stop here and a 3 would even the game, but oh, there's Capos with the block on Herrera. Bilardo for 3. This would tie it. It does. Gabriel Bilardo with his 16th 3 of the year. We're tied.
After a slow start, they've
stop and a 3.
A good few defensive transitions here, rebound, possession, and transition. That's one at their best. Now you got to close out the quarter.
Sosa's shot is no good, and we will go to the quarter tied at 14. A 7-0 run by Humacao to end the quarter, and they get back even. Gabriel Bilardo with 5 points in that first quarter. Jordan Swing with 4, and we are tied at 14 after 1 quarter. We'll have second quarter action coming right up. We will have second quarter action coming right up.
Se puede con un préstamo personal de la Cooperativa Oriental. Ponte al día con tus metas financieras con un cómodo pago mensual que tienes hasta 90 días para hacer el primer pago. Llama al 787-418-2021. Cooperativa de Ahorro y Crédito Oriental, la alternativa de todo un pueblo.
And welcome back. It's Humacao coming back with a 7-0 run to end the quarter to tie this game 14-14. I'm Lee Hall along with Victor Mansour. And Victor, a nice finish to the quarter for Humacao to tie this ball game.
Yeah, nice finish to the quarter. They faced a lot of challenges in the beginning with the interior defense of Santurce. We see right there, at that time they got the bucket, but what happened is the big guys from Santurce did not allow Humacao to get easy looks. Therefore, it took them a little bit to get going, but good thing that they're playing good defense. You know, just giving up the 14 points is a great defensive start, and that allowed them to play in transition and finish on a strong note in the first quarter. Let's see if they can keep up the defensive intensity here in the second quarter as well.
You saw Santurce had 3 blocks. Those were all early, I believe. Inside to Labassiere. And good defense, and now a whistle.
Labassiere just got too deep that time, missed the baby hook, but you want to push guys out of there. You don't want to allow the offense to get into a position where they can offensive rebound, so push those guys out of there.
Humacao only committed 1 foul in that first quarter. That one was given to Parker, his first. John Clavel nowhere to go. Kapos is playing pretty good defense. And a shot clock violation.
They've been playing good defense so far, Lee. You know, that is, again, a reflection of that so far, running the shot clock down. Keep that going, and then your offense is going to start to benefit from transition play and open looks in the fast break.
Kapos played good defense on the interior before the foul call, and then played good defense out of the three-point line on that one.
Yeah, and good 3-man game right here, getting the ball to the post. Matias just a little bit over-aggressive and committed a foul on Amigo.
35, Angel Matias in for Santurce. We are almost a minute into the second quarter, tied at 14. Rivera kicks it out to Amigo. Now it's Spotsville. They swing it around to Swing. He'll try the 3 after he lets the player go by him and knocks it down.
Beautiful team play. Guys finding each other and then getting good looks and then finding an even better look, and Swing that time able to knock it down.
Did a nice job of letting the defender fly by him. And now a good look inside from Barea. And an easy layup.
And Rivera, who's been playing great offensively, able to knock his own shots, is going to have a tough matchup against Barea. And Barea that time was able to look over the top and find himself the big man open. As Rivera said, hold on a second, Lee. Whatever Barea can do, I can try to do better.
Luis Rivera knocks down the three. Here's the drive at the other end and the bucket.
Such a skilled basketball player, Juan Jose Barea is.
Swing with the three off the window. He's got 10.
I don't know if he meant that, but they will take it anyway. The bank is open on Sundays in Humacao.
And Barea with a tough fall-away jumper.
Yeah, man, he's a handful. We know this guy. Again, we know his CV. We know what he has played against, what kind of competition he's been able to succeed at. So you might want to try to double him, try to get the ball out of his hands so he's not creating all these troubles for Humacao defensively.
Swing with the heat check that time. Barea now for three. Three-point lead for Humacao, and now a takeaway. Oh, and good hustle by Rivera to knock it away. I think he may get whistled for the foul. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and Rivera at least showing what Puerto Ricans do best. You know, Puerto Ricans are very tough. He had the steal given up on the offensive end, but did not give up. Ran back, tried to get the steal, and made Clavel try to earn it at the free throw line.
That is Gilberto Gavel, John Clavel's brother. Gilberto is 73% at the line. He's in his 11th year as a pro player. Knocked down 3 of 4 threes in their loss to Bayamon. Long free throw goes back to Clavel, missed it. Nowhere for Jordan's swing to go. I think Capos was trying to give it to Amigo.
Yeah, I was not sure if he was trying to give it to Amigo down low or give it back to Jordan's swing. And either way, he gave it to none of them, and just an easy first
right.
turnover.
Barea the kick out for the three. Knocks it down, and a foul call as Matias hit the three. And it's a foul against Humacao, so Santurce will get the ball back as Parker comes in for Capos. And the bucket for Gian Clavel.
Cannot give open shots on out of bounds play, just a simple screen to the baseline. Humacao's got to do a better job on that.
8-0 run for Santurce. Rivera tries to answer. No numbers. Barea will start anew from outside. Clavel gives it back. Barea pull up, baseline jumper no good. Knocked around and controlled by Rivera. Here he comes. Gives to Amigo, and nice job on the break there. Rivera to Amigo.
Nice job indeed, Lee. Rivera was able to get to the lane, and with one hand, he swiped the ball and able to pass it with his left on a beautiful bounce pass, and Amigo with the finish. See, I like this foul right here, Lee, and I'll tell you why. You know J.J. Barea is established champion, okay? This is where you got to bring your competition. So Rivera, multiple efforts to try to make Barea's life hard, so you're okay with that bumping foul up top.
.5:20 to go here in the first half. Sosa with the bucket. He's got 6, averages 14 a game.
Yep, we know he's going to do that. Just a great shooter, got a great touch. Cannot allow him any kind of daylight.
Parker gives it to Amigo, and that'll be a foul against Santurce.
Well, that was textbooks high-low right there. What does that mean? You're trying to feed the post with Parker Rivera. They're overplaying him, so Amigo just flashes through the free throw line and becomes an outlet and able to get it down low. They play a two-man game. This is how you play the high-low. Young people, women and men out there know that this facet, flashing through the free throw line where you can get to the heart of a defense and distribute the basketball.
Daniel Amigo had 8 points, 4 rebounds against Mayaguez. Just 50% at the line. And he splits them, as you would expect from his stats. 3-point game here.
Stay disciplined, don't overplay. See if you can get a good defensive sequence and come up with the rebound.
Clavel. There's Gilberto from the outside. Here's Swing. And Amigo, a lot of contact in there.
Amigo with the ability to catch the ball with one hand, looked over the shoulder to see if there was a cross-court pass, had nothing, so he said, let me go to work right here, and physical play. So good job by Amigo playing tough inside.
Foul on Gilberto Clavel. Daniel Bilardo has gotten a long rest here in the second. Rivera. Amigo tips it, and Humacao controls. Rivera will bring it out wisely. Ooh, quick pass inside. Tipped away, and it will go to Santurce.
Yeah, they tried a two-man give and go, but Rivera that time not able to handle the ball, and unfortunately, they lose a possession here on a turnover. An interesting second quarter lead that you can see that defensively Humacao is doing their homework. They are playing good defense. They just have to kind of translate that into better offense. They are moving the ball on the offensive side, but not able to knock down the shots that they've had so far.
Victor, would you agree this is a low-scoring game, and maybe as teams get further into the season, get to know each other better, you talk about fatigue, does the scoring go down a little bit, or is this just kind of an outlier?
Well, I actually think that, Lee, there's two factors here. One, fatigue is a factor, okay? You are playing day in, day out, 3-4 times a week. That is one of them. But technically, you start to get better because, you're just up to par with your game. So the tendency, the stats do show that percentage-wise does get a little bit higher. Now, in terms of the tactics, it gets tougher because, guys, like you mentioned, start prepping for you. They start to know your tendencies. tendencies. They start to know where teams are going to get their shots from, who are their go-to guys. So you start game planning for that. So it is one of them things that I think that you actually would have to, you would start to see the scoring go higher, but it is a game-to-game thing, a situation. And we have seen, I think, both teams in this first 2 quarters playing a very decent defensive game with a lot of intensity, good rotations, multiple efforts. So I think it's because they're having a good defensive game more than the offense is struggling.
Yeah, and not a lot of fast break chances for either team.
And that's something Humacao really wants to try to improve on. You know, when you're playing at home, the easiest way to get a bucket is a fast break. Okay, the second one is an offensive rebound. So you do want to try to get more transition as this game goes along.
Just under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Santurce with a 3-point lead. Drive into the lane, broken up. Here comes Humacao. Alley-oop time, and Parker can't finish. Velardo back into the ball game. Tried to set him up, and it didn't end well. Inside a reverse layup for Kevin Morales. Check that Young into the ball game.
And that's why you see a lot of teams going pick and roll on the top, because once you trap the top and you can find that outlet, that player that you're just going to dump the pass into, now all of a sudden they're playing 2-on-1. And we might have an intentional foul here, a flagrant foul on Amigo. Perhaps he extended his elbow too much into the face. Let's see. That was the call. Let's see if they're going to get 2 shots in the ball.
Well, it's been a physical game so far in this one. That one just a unfortunate moment there for Amigo.
As we see in FIBA rules, you know, you're going to get an intentional foul. You see Rivera here shooting the 2, and then Santurce is going to get the ball back on the side. Where Humacao wants to stay disciplined, Lee. You're down 6. You don't want to get down double digits before halftime. Stay disciplined, chip in again, and see if you can finish this half either on a tie or go up yourself. Humacao goes zone here. You see 2-3 into a matchup.
Drive into the lane, no good. They get the rebound back, and now a travel.
I like the fact that Coach Gonzalez was able to switch it up on that inbounds play, knowing that los Cangrejeros de Santurce have been putting a lot of pressure on you. Try to switch it up a little bit, play some defense, some zone defense, matching up, see if you can get Santurce out of their rhythm.
Velardo's pass off the fingers of Parker and saved back in to Santurce. Long pass. Baseline jumper rattles in. That is Sosa. He's got 9 points.
That's what he does. The man's got a beautiful touch to his shot, doesn't he? So you cannot allow him any kind of space.
16-3 run right now for Santurce. Velardo gets tied up, but it will stay with Humacao. Just a little over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Take another look. And it was last touched by Santurce. 21 Filiberto Rivera into the ball game.
Good timeout here, Lee, by Coach Pedro Gonzalez, knowing that things are not going your way right now. Stop the game, calm things down, and see if you can finish these last 2.5 minutes on a positive note going into halftime.
Yeah, 16-3 run for Santurce since Humacao led 23-18.
Yeah, and they're a tough team. You know, you got guys that can either put pressure on you defensively, guys that can create their own shots on the offense. They got good shooters, so this is a tough team. There's a reason why they're one of the teams that are, you know, on the top of the standing and one of the favorites going deep into the playoffs. But if you're Humacao, you don't care none about that. It's about how you perform tonight, and they have been performing well defensively. They've given up a little bit of offensive rebound that has hurt them, and obviously offensively they're still trying to find a good rhythm or go themselves in a run. As you can see, they need to move the ball, multiple cuts to try to get an open look, because Santurce is a good defensive team.
Just a little over 2 minutes left here in the first half. And it has been a game of runs. Humacao with that 7-0 run to end the first quarter to tie the game. And now they try to put a stop to the run by Santurce. Ballardo in the lane and good. He's got 7.
Beautiful play with the pro hop there, going into the 2 feet and the ability to stop on the dime and hit that mid-range jumper.
And the answer at the other end.
You cannot give up a baseline cut out of one pass. So that's the one of the
Pacheco with the bucket.
Absolutely, Lee, and they needed that too. Just to finish up there, defensively, you don't want to give up the baseline backdoor. Those are the few things that you practice all the time. Never give up a backdoor pass going baseline.
Pacheco played his college ball at Liberty University. Looking for the three-point play here, and he converts. He's got 6.
And that's a big one, Lee. You know, knowing that your team was down 9, was down 8, now cut it to 5. So big play there by Pacheco. That 2-3 zone again.
Clavel from the corner. It's off the mark, and Ballardo runs it down. Ballardo gets a screen, takes it into the lane, gives to Parker.
Oh my goodness.
A whistle.
In and
looks
out,
like my putts on the golf course.
Somebody might have opened the door there. That wind just knocked the ball out of the rim. Oh my goodness, they needed that one.
Ramaj Parker, 63% at the line.
Timaj Parker, Rivera Lee, what a ball player he has been this season. You know, there's a reason why he's been playing high minutes as of late. The ability to score, to rebound, to play great defense. He's a very valuable player for this Humacao squad.
Under a minute to go now, first half, 5-point game. Drive, give, the little shot, no good, and then the follow. And the bucket for Angel Matias. He's got 7. Parker puts it on the floor, avoids the defender and scores. Nice play by Parker.
Beautiful Euro step, as we call it. 1-2 to the side to avoid the defender and get himself open.
Very nice play for Parker, his first basket of the night. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fall away for Matthias. He's got 9.
Shot there by Matthias, and Timash Parker Rivera arguing that perhaps it was a travel, and it was a very close one indeed.
The horn sounded, but the clock shows 4.7, and the officials will get together here.
Guys still arguing with the referee there. They really wanted that travel, but you know, it's such, being a referee, it's such a in the moment call that, you know, a few things can go unnoticed. See their lead coach Pedro Gonzalez trying to draw a full court play with just a little bit under 5 seconds. They're going to try to get the ball to the big man and have 2 guys coming in speed to either a dribble handoff to him or a pass over the top and try to get into a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-3 situation going the other way. 5 seconds, enough time to get a shot off.
Both teams shooting almost identically percentage-wise. Humacao 46%, Santurce 47%. But Santurce with 18 made field goals to 13 for Humacao. And that's the reason for the difference in the scoring.
Let's see what the counter is going to be for Santurce. They pick up full court. So we're going to see an outlet pass, hopefully to the man in the middle, and then both guards coming at speed, try to get an advantage going downhill.
Bilardo is the trigger man. This is Capos. Bilardo gets it back. Shot off the glass and no good.
Beautiful draw
So
play.
they were able to get a shot off in that time.
They got a shot off, just not able to knock it down.
Bilardo gave it a heck of an effort. He has 7 points in the first half, I should say. 40-33 our score. Was pretty impressive performance. Santurce pulling away. They led by 8. Humacao stayed right with them, and it's a 7-point difference here at halftime. 40-33 our halftime score. We'll be back to talk about it after this.
Con un cómodo pago mensual que tienes hasta 90 días para hacer el primer pago. Llama al 787-418-2021. Cooperativa de Ahorro y Crédito Oriental, la alternativa de todo un pueblo.
We are back at Humacao. Lee Hall along with Victor Mansour, and we've got a 40-33 game here at halftime. Tied at 14 after 1 quarter. Santurce on a 16-3 run there in the second to build an 8-point lead. It is now 7 at the half. So many more chances, Victor, for Santurce in that first half.
Yeah, many more chances indeed, Lee. and it was the difference in this first half. Okay, Humacao was solid defensively, trying to disturb Santurce's offense, but Santurce was able to either get into the lane, play the high-low, but mainly play the offensive rebound. So we spoke about being a key part of the game, the rebounding battle, and Santurce did have the upper hand in the first half, and that hurt Humacao a little bit, okay? If you're Humacao, make that adjustment. You're playing good defense, but you gotta be able to finish it off, and you finish it off by getting the possession. Once that ball goes up, get the guys out of the lane, contest the shot, don't make Santurce's life easy on the paint, secure that rebound, and now you have the possession going the other way. So that adjustment is something that's going to be vital. You see Santurce shooting, like you mentioned, 55% from the twos in the first half, and with the 21 rebounds total, those are the two factors that have hurt Humacao a little bit in the first half.
Points in the paint, the edge for Santurce 18-10, and as you mentioned, they have 21 rebounds to 17 for Humacao. So we saw Humacao try to go inside early, and Santurce guarded that very well, and then Humacao made the adjustment and got some scoring from the outside. Jordan Swing with 10 points in the first half to lead the way for Humacao, coming back from injury. So it's a game of adjustments, and we talk about that a lot, Victor, and this is an opportunity for Humacao here at halftime to go into the locker room and make the necessary adjustments and make another run as they did in the first quarter. Here's another look at some of the statistics. We mentioned the rebound edge. Pretty even otherwise.
Yeah, and if you're Humacao, a lot of positives in the first half, okay? You've had Jordan Swing come back, and he has taken 7 shots. He has 10 points, you know, so he's a playmaker. Gabriel Belardo has got the 7 points, and it seems that all of a sudden he can explode. We have seen that throughout the whole year. You got also valuable minutes from Parker. You got valuable minutes from Butler as well, number 21. Rosario's in the mix. Capos is in the mix with the 10 minutes and the 2 points. So you got a lot of good things happening for you. Again, adjust the rebounding after your multiple efforts defensively. Get into transition to see if you can chip in and cut into this lead. Santurce is a tough team. There's a reason why they're one of the favorites. So you got to finish up, like we said, finish up on the rebounding.
And I think if you had said before the game for Humacao, if we could hold Sheck Diallo scoreless, we have to like our chances. Diallo with just 2 shots. He has not scored. He comes into this game averaging 19 points, 13 rebounds. So he has not been a factor in the first half.
Yeah, he has not, but other guys have completely stepped in. We see the pressure that Lavisier puts on the Humacao's defense. Obviously, Sosa with the ability to put up his shot and knock down with just a little bit of daylight. Clavel with a great first half. That is Jean Clavel. 9 points, 5 rebounds, just a good overall performance. So we see also JJ Barea coming through from the bench, and as coaches are trying to get him back in, Coach Rios is trying to get him back into the groove. So, you know, Santurce is a good team, but let's see if Humacao can make the adjustments and come out here with the win.
The bench points in that first half, a big one, 20-5 in favor of Santurce, led by Angel Matias, who has 11 points to lead all scorers, in fact. Barea with 6. So that ability to get some scoring off the bench has been a big plus for Santurce as well.
Yes, it has, and give Coach Rios the credit. You know, give the bench players the credit. Know that you're going to have a role, and once you do, and you have the ability to impact the game, it doesn't matter when you start, but once you step on that court, especially if you bring that through the second unit, that puts a lot of pressure on the second unit of Humacao because you're just going to keep, they're going to keep being the aggressor throughout the whole game, either with the starters or either with bench players. So Santurce, once again, is a handful, but I believe from what I saw that Humacao had a great defensive first half, just needs to finish with the rebound and hopefully play in transition.
Good to see Jordan Swing back out there, as you mentioned. He looked very good, none the worse for wear. 10 points, made a couple of three-pointers, and very active in the offense.
Yeah, you know, Jordan Swing is a great basketball player, left-handed. We know that he can create his own shot. He can create for others as well. Plays under control, just a veteran player. Ability to shoot the long ball, the three, go inside, get fouled. So a high percentage, very efficient basketball player. And Los Grises de Humacao, they've missed him. So it's great to see Jordan Swing back with the squad.
What does it say to you, Victor, about a guy like J.J. Barea, 14 years in the NBA, he comes home after that and is playing as a guy off the bench for Santurce. His love of the game, his love of the league, his love of his country, it's pretty amazing, and it's so nice to see in this day and age.
Yes, it is, Lee. And, you know, absolutely, J.J. Barea is an icon and idol for that. We have seen year after year, you know, after the NBA season, the excruciating NBA season with over 100 games if you go deep into the playoffs like he did. And he would come out in the summer and still play for the Puerto Rican national team, either on the Caribbean Championships or the Caribbean and Central American Championships, the Pan American Games, the Copa America, you name it, man. This guy has put in his time wearing the Puerto Rican jersey. So you respect that. It doesn't matter what court he's playing on. If he's playing on an NBA court or a good-looking court or even on concrete, man, this guy comes out. He's a baller at heart. He defends his country like no one else. So hats off to him. And that kind of example goes a long way, okay? We have seen other situations where guys perhaps might want to take a break, might want to rest, really, or sometimes even focus on other things. But J.J. Barea knows his importance in Puerto Rican basketball, knows his importance for El BCN, for the basketball, Puerto Rican Baloncesto Superior Nacional. So hats off to him to come back and play for Santurce. Now he's into his second season after coming from the NBA.
And just, you know, another thing as we were getting ready, preparing for this game, to see that he had won the NBA Citizenship Award after Hurricane Maria hit. He had Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavs, lend him the team plane filled with supplies and got that effort started himself. So that says a lot about him as a human being off the court, what he has done for his country as well. Very impressive.
Yes, it does. And really, no surprise if you know the man. This is the kind of attitude he has. You know, he also has his foundation that he gives back to the community often in Puerto Rico. So it really is no surprise. The man just knows where he's at and what kind of role model he is. And it goes a long way. Those actions, like you said, especially after Hurricane Maria in 2017, I was there as well with my family, and it was a tough situation. So it's good to see guys like this, guys who are icons, be able to, you know, step up and really establish a great role model for the young ones out there because we need it. So the more you get guys like this with this mindset, the better off we are.
Both teams getting ready here for our second half. We're about halfway through the league, Victor, for the season, I should say. What thoughts do you have after the basketball you've seen here, roughly the first half of the season in Baloncesto Superior Nacional?
El BCN league is a very traditional basketball league, you know, and just like any league around the world had faced its high moments, you know, and then its low moments. But as of recent, you know, a lot of good organizations, they've got good people involved. good ownership with the teams. They have ambassadors. So you see many of the famous artists, being able to identify themselves with the squad, give back, draw that attention, and really it has kind of revitalized the league a little bit. It has brought into another level, and this is great basketball. Okay, these guys are pros. They know really how to play this game. As you can see, Puerto Rico has a beautiful love for the game. Look at Humacao's court right here. So there's no surprise to see where the league is at. I'm just happy that they're able to, really elevate the league the last couple of years with good engagement, with the right people involved, good ambassadors, and you should see it, man. It's a lot of fun to watch a basketball game in Puerto Rico. These guys, La Fanaticada, they go crazy when they're playing, when their home team are playing. So it's a beautiful thing to see where the league is at right now.
40-33 our score here at halftime as Santurce leads Humacao. Just about ready to get back underway. Again, the scoring in the first half for Santurce, Angel Matias off the bench with 11 to lead the way. John Clavel with 9 for Santurce. For Humacao, Jordan Swing back after missing 4 games due to injury. He has 10, including a couple of three-pointers to lead the way. Gabriel Belardo with 7. And Georgie Pacheco with 6, including a very tough three-point play where he drove it into the lane, drew the foul, and got the and one. Up next for Humacao, they are home Wednesday, as Victor mentioned, a long homestand. They are taking on Guaynabo, who is 7-9. So another interdivision game there, and a chance to make up some ground for Humacao if they can come away with a couple of wins.
Yeah, it's a groundbreaking moment. Okay, when you have a 5 games home stretch at home, especially at the moment you're 5-8, you need to come out with the wins. Okay, so either go 5-0 or 4-1. That should be the goal. That should be the mindset. Obviously, easier said than done, but hopefully they can put some things together and get a couple of wins. And we're looking right here at Coach Pedro, and just want to make a shout out here on the other side. We saw at Santurce they have Carla Cortijo, who was a very famous women's basketball player. She played in the WNBA. It was great to see, a women's coach in the league, and it kind of talks to what we were talking before, how the league is growing. So great to see Carla Cortijo in Santurce's bench as the assistant coach.
Great story. Great story. Thanks for sharing that, Victor. Well, here they come. 40-33 our score. It was a 7-point lead early for Santurce. Humacao with a 7-0 run to tie it at 14. An 8-0 run by Santurce, which became a 16-3 run. They led by 8 at one point. It's now 7, and a chance for Humacao to recover here, get back in this ball game. Down just 7. Swing with it. Good first half for him. Battle for it. Belardo comes up with it. Amigo gives it up. Parker, tough shot, and he will draw the whistle.
Broken up play ended up in the hands of Amigo, and Amigo plays with so much control inside the key. You see, he did not rush it, was able to dump it off to Parker Rivera, went up strong with it. Let's see if he can finish it off and knock these 2 down.
Parker had a tough time at the line.
Yes, they are, and a lot of times, Lee, when you play inside the key and it's an air ball right there, that's too bad. But a lot of the time when you get into the key, guys can rush it a little bit. So Amigo plays with his head above water, over the shoulder, and doesn't rush, and that's what you want to do: play under control.
Parker now 0 of 4 at the line. He kind of struggled toward the end of that game with Quebradillas as well. And Looked like a travel, but it's a foul. It'll go against Amigo.
Diallo, just a tough puppy, man. He is able to do those strong legs, just take long strides, and after the bump, looked like a travel. He kept his control, able to finish it off. Once again, playing under control. You want to be fast, okay? You want to. So we say a lot of the times, Lee, we say hot body, cold mind. You know, you want to play fast, you want to be sweaty, you want to be in the game, but keep things cool on the top.
That was just Diallo's third shot in this ball game. Now a 9-point lead, the biggest of the game for Santurce.
Look
shot clock at 5.
Santurce is putting. Strong defensive team.
Pacheco. Oh, what a shot by Georgie Pacheco at the buzzer.
Yeah, bail-out shot. Santurce just putting a lot of pressure on the passing lane.
Oh, I love the mental toughness of Georgie Pacheco. He's got 8 now. Diallo, no good. Loose ball on the floor, picked up and laid in by Sosa.
And that's that rebound that we talked about. You got to finish it up, a good defensive possession by grabbing the rebound.
Parker drives, kicks it out. Bilardo, shot fake. Shot clock at 1. And Swing couldn't get the bucket. So a couple of possessions in a row where it went down to the final seconds of the shot clock for Humacao, and now a foul at the other end on Swing.
Because we can see Santurce's proposal. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball and on the passing lane, and really making Humacao have to play a spread out game. It's really important that the timing and the synchronization here from Humacao, you know, spacing is such a key factor to play against a defensive team.
Diallo puts it on the floor and scores. Sheck Diallo. 33rd pick by the Clippers back in 2016. And he makes it an 11-point game now.
And he showed us there why he was an NBA draft pick. Got the ball, pivot, faced the defender, saw that there was an opening going left, took 2 strong dribbles and met the guy upstairs. So Diallo's starting to get going here in the second half.
6'8", 218. He's shown a pretty great ability to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. We mentioned how he had only had 2 shots in the first half, and he comes out, and maybe a bit of a point of emphasis for Santurce to get him the ball after a very quiet, scoreless first half.
Yeah, that's what you do. You feed your big mans early, okay? Get them going, all right? Because if your big mans get comfortable, now all of a sudden the defense needs to start to rotate. It needs to start coming at you with traps, and that's going to open up people on the other side, on the weak side. So Diallo right there faced his man, put the ball on the ground. Second time that he does, like you said, and if you're Humacao, how do you adjust to this? Okay, either you bump him up, don't let him catch, don't let him get into a comfortable position, and if he gets going, you might want to consider trapping and rotating.
We'll see what adjustments they make here. Pacheco brings it up against the pressure. Screen for Bilardo, loses the basketball, and here comes Santurce with it. Bilardo trying to poke it away. Shot no good, and Amigo the rebound. Quickly ahead, Jordan Swing. And I couldn't see the official. I think they called him for a travel. No, a foul.
Offensive foul, Lee. Yeah. defensive man just got there early, waited for Jordan's swing, and we are seeing all kinds of defensive skill sets from Santurce, okay? The last possession, they turned the ball over because there was ball pressure. This time they rotated and stopped to get the charge. So a beautiful defensive stance by Santurce in the first 2.5 minutes.
Visier gives it inside. Diallo, well defended by Amigo that time. Swing again, a little bit out of control, loses the basketball. Quickly ahead, Clavel lays it up and in. And it's a 13-point game. Swing into the lane. 12 points for Jordan Swing coming back from an injury.
And this is a tough moment of the game, okay? Seeing that Santurce is able to implement, be the aggressors, and you stay disciplined on the defensive side if you're Humacao, and then play in transition like we've been saying, because on the half-court game, 5-on-5, Santurce is having the upper hand with their defensive ball pressure.
Visier scoring over the double team. Millardo, tough follow-away jumper is good. 9 points for Millardo. Both offenses picking up a little bit here. Clavel gets it back. Three-pointer. John Clavel is no good. And Sheck Diallo with the follow-up.
There's that rebound once again. We spoke about the importance of winning the rebounding battle. Right now, Humacao with 3 offensive rebounds against 8 from Santurce. So if you don't make that adjustment, if you don't secure the defensive rebound, it is a long day at the office.
And a technical foul on Humacao. And I believe someone's been ejected.
This is where the frustration starts kicking in. The game's not going your way, okay? So guys might step in and allow their emotions to get the best of them, as perhaps it was, I didn't see it either, perhaps it was on Coach Pedro Gonzalez that we see them at half court. And again, keep your composure. A lot of game left, you know, over 15 minutes to go. You're only down 13. You don't want to give freebies to the other team and all of a sudden they can blow this game out.
I saw him get the first technical, and then I thought I saw an official making the call for an ejection. We shall see. Roberto Rivera at the line to shoot the free throw. He's 68% free thrower.
A lot of the times, Lee, what happens is the coach will make a stance to stand up for their players, okay? Perhaps he saw that there was a contact. We saw their amigo kind of holding his jaw a little bit. So perhaps Coach Pedro saw something that he didn't like. He thought the referee should step in, and he let him know, okay? So a lot of the times he's stepping up to his players, defending his ball players. But again, keeping our composure so we're not giving away free throws to the other team at a critical moment of the game here, down 15.
He did not have the cool mind that you were talking about.
Yeah, it is a game of emotions, you know, and it can get the best of you
Absolutely.
at times. But you got to be ready for it because you know it's coming. And then when it does, you know, stay focused. But again, sometimes coaches do this just to stand up and defend their players.
Absolutely. Diallo defended well that time. Millardo gives inside to Parker. Shot fakes and scores. Parker with 4.
See if that can, hopefully that can spark Humacao a little bit, especially here defensively, you know. Let's see if they can start stretching out Santurce from their comfort zone.
The Visitar fall-away jumper is good. He spent 4 seasons in the NBA.
Very long player, able to get to the fadeaway jump shot. Beautiful play.
Parker looked like he had a shot. Instead, it's swing now with 14. That 15-point lead was the biggest of the game before the swing bucket.
Get some stops. Get 2 or 3 in a row here. Here we go.
Bilardo outruns the crowd, but it's swatted away, and it'll be a foul against Santurce. Great hustle by Gabriel Bilardo. Come away with a steal and beat everybody down the floor.
And they needed that. So perhaps Coach Pedro kind of trying to give his team a spark, you know, knowing that they've been struggling offensive a little bit. Now we start to see a little bit more pressure from the Humacao side. Knock these 2 down, get another stop, and go possession by possession, chipping into this lead and put yourself in a position to win this game in the 4th.
72% at the free throw line this season for Bilardo. Tenth-year pro. He's played in Slovenia, Argentina, among others. He's got 11. And the lead is 11.
And secure the rebound lead.
Lavelle and Visitar playing a 2-man game. Now the kick outside for the 3 is no good. Tipped and brought out of there by Pacheco. Tough pass, almost broken up. Pacheco gets it back. Swing for 3. Yes! Jordan Swing with 17. And the lead is back to double digits. Single digits, I should say.
I don't know what to tell you, my friend. This is not rocket science. Coach Pedro Gonzalez knew it. Perhaps that's exactly what he did, try to spark some fire into his team. And now all of a sudden they're getting the stops, they're getting the rebound, playing in transition, and getting themselves back into this game. Great job by Humacao. Keep it consistent and go possession by possession, chip it into this lead.
And it all starts at the defensive end, right?
It really does. You know, we've seen Humacao have good defensive sequences that did not finish with the defensive rebound. Rather, Santurce had second chance points. Now they've put together here in the last minute or so 3 defensive possessions in a row, allow them to play in transition. Keep doing that, especially playing at home. Get La Fanaticada, get the fans into it, and all of a sudden you got some momentum.
Well, I believe it's about a 7-0 run for Humacao since the technical foul against their coach. Let's see. It was
smart enough, Lee. He stops the game down, try to cool things down, not allowing Humacao to, you know, keep getting hit the momentum into this game. But if you're Humacao, you don't want none of that. None of this slowing down thing. With the ball pressure, rotate defensively, secure rebound, play in transition, attack. If you can't get a good shot, be the aggressor, shoot free throws, okay? And really try to get the crowd into this game that is such a huge factor to see if they can put themselves in a position to win in the 4th quarter.
So correction, it's 9-4 the advantage for Humacao since their coach was asked to leave.
And we see a 1-2-1-1 full court press. I love it. Try to get Santurce out of their rhythm.
Inside Diallo. He's come alive in the second half.
And that can happen. The last man, you cannot commit, or else you might give Santurce the wide open look like it happened that time.
Bilardo passes out of the double team. Here's Pacheco. Shot clock at 6. Pacheco for 3. You bet. Georgie Pacheco now with 11.
Tough bucket. The man just stayed focused, went up with it in his face. Beautiful shot by Pacheco.
They cut that 15-point lead down to 7 now. Abissier. Pacheco got a hand on it, and it will be Santurce ball with 5 on the shot clock. Good defense by Pacheco that time. He hits the 3 and comes down and plays the defense. You have to like that.
Yes, you do. Again, those are the plays that don't go in the stats, but they put your team in a position to win the game. Pacheco plays with lots of heart, and it's showing right here.
6'1" blocks takes the ball away from the 6'10" player. Rivera comes in for Pacheco. He gets a nice hand. Inbounds play, the bucket and 1 for John Clavel.
So I almost got out of my seat here, Lee. This is the type of stuff that cannot happen, especially at this level. You know, inbound pass going backdoor underneath the basket. Oh my goodness, I wish they could take that one back.
John Clavel has played for the Puerto Rico national team as well. He gets the 3-point play, 14 for him, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Jordan swing. Now it's Pilardo gets a screen. Tough baseline jumper, bounces out. 2:25 to play here in the third. And the alley-oop to Labissiere from Clavel.
How good is Mr. J.J. Barea? Just beat him, man. Knew he had a 5-on-4 situation. Just threw it up for Scow to go get him that alley-oop.
Santurce back up 12. Parker, tough move, but gets the bucket. Almost fell down.
Beautiful move. Young players out there, learn your spin move. It's one of the most underrated moves in basketball. Once you spin, you can protect the ball and get yourself a good angle. Beautiful play there by Parker Rivera.
Labissiere, 38% behind the arc, tried one there. A minute 30 left. Pilardo gets a screen, gives it to Parker. He gives it up to Capos and has it blocked away. Santurce will start anew. Shot clock at 10 now. No shot. Foul before the shot will go against Pilardo.
Yeah, tough matchup there. You know, Diallo just putting the ball on the ground, and Humacao with the 14 fouls. I believe Diallo will go to the line shooting in the bonus situation. Again, it's a tough matchup to handle. You see the man right there putting the ball on the ground, taking it strong, and he was going to have a nice little baby hook. Good thing the refs call it on the ground.
Check Diallo. Mentioned he was first-round pick of the Clippers, and then was immediately traded to the Pelicans. Spent time with the Suns and Pistons as well in the NBA. His is an incredible story.
Different journeys, you know, different paths. You know, we talk about a linear path, career path, but there's also not a linear career path. So I love the fact that Diallo is right here in the Puerto Rican League and he's showing his basketball to us.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what a story. He didn't start playing basketball till 2010. He moved to the U.S. a couple of years later, became a McDonald's All-American at Kansas, and a second-round pick in the NBA. Quite a story. 11-point game with 1:05 to play in the third. Correa gives inside. Labissiere, or check that, Diallo. Shot fake, rattled out. Luis Rivera into the lane and good. Nice move by Rivera.
Beautiful read, saw the defender coming at him, put the ball on the ground and finished with a nice floater.
Correa for three. Gallardo gets the bounce, takes it ahead, leaves it for Rivera, lays it up and in. Back to a 7-point game.
Don't foul here.
Oh, and it looked like they got a call there. It looked like they came up with a clean steal, but it will be a foul call against Humacao.
Yeah, I actually thought there was a reaching on the arm, so even though all of us, Los Fanáticos de Humacao too, we wanted to transition the other way, it was just a risky play and a reach-in, and you're at the bonus, so he did not want to foul this situation. Hopefully he misses them here. Ah, he almost got him, almost jinxed him.
Almost. Angel Matias, 12 points off the bench in this one. Had a 16-point game against Ponce in April. That gives him 13.
8.8 on the clock, Lee. Plenty of time for you to get the ball into the front court and finish with a good shot. You gotta hurry.
Rivera, the three is good. Luis Rivera knocks down his second three of the game. And he makes it a 6-point game. Don't go anywhere. After a technical foul on their coach, Humacao has battled back from a 15-point deficit to get back within 6 as we head to the fourth quarter. We're back right after this.
Ahora se puede con un préstamo personal de la Cooperativa Oriental. Ponte al día con tus metas financieras con un cómodo pago mensual que tienes hasta 90 días para hacer el primer pago. Llama al 787-418-2021. Cooperativa de Ahorro y Crédito Oriental, la alternativa de todo un pueblo.
Headed to the fourth quarter now. It wasn't looking good for Humacao moments ago. They were down 15, but they have battled back to make it a 6-point game. 7 3-pointers for Grises de Humacao.
Battle back is right, and this is something that this team has shown throughout the whole year, Lee. It is this heart, this fire, this grit, and give credit to Pacheco, who's hit some tough shots, and Mr. Luis Rivera Rosario also as well with a couple of buckets here in the third quarter to put them within reach in just a 6-point game.
Check Diallo has turned into a force here in the second half. All 11 of his points since halftime.
Yeah, that was a tough bucket. Go into the lane, beating the guy upstairs and finish with a nice touch. Diallo is a man to be handled right now.
Rivera into the corner for Spotsville for three.
Yep, and because Luis Rivera was able to put the pressure in the third quarter, now they doubled him, and that opened a wide open three for Spotsville in the corner.
8-3 of the game for Humacao. Spotsville hitting a big shot. Rivera tries a three. It's good. He's heating up here. He's got 13.
Heated up is right. This man is actually on fire already, putting his team, and we have seen him do this before, kind of like the X factor coming in from the bench. So Humacao coming in close within striking distance.
That bucket pulled it within two. It's 4 now. Millardo, tough fall away jumper at the free throw line. Leaned off by Diallo. Clavel, no good on the quick three. Millardo, Spotsville again, spots up and good. Back-to-back threes for Darian Spotsville out of Phoenix, Arizona. And it's a one-point game again.
Santurce is just giving that corner three, and Spotsville got nothing to do with that. He says, give me, I'm wide open. I've knocked 2 down. So Santurce just got to make the adjustment, but we'll take it.
Barea to the lane.
Veteran play there, just under control, going into his strong side, and a beautiful English off the glass.
Rivera got to the hoop, has it swatted out of there by Diallo. That 7'4" wingspan. I don't think so, says Diallo. Millardo walks the tightrope, has it blocked by Labissiere. Santurce led by 15. It was 56-41. Barea for three. Rebound and a foul. Boy, the offensive rebound for Diallo and a hard foul inside. You can see Barea wants an intentional.
Yeah, so a lot of things there, Lee, for Humacao to improve on. First of all, you cannot go under the screen with J.J. Barea. I mean, they got lucky he missed that shot. He's going to knock down 6 or 7 out of 10 if he's open, all right? Then second of all, we've been speaking about the importance of rebounding. Diallo is just putting a lot of pressure with the offensive rebounding and giving them second chance points. Now, the foul there, that's just a hard basketball foul, okay? Santurce might be asking for some extra curriculum, but not really. That's a good foul. Make the man earn it at the line.
Diallo at the line, had 15 points, 18 rebounds in Friday's loss to Bayamon. And he makes the first. 69% at the free throw line this season for Sheck Diallo. Makes them both. 74-69, Diallo with 13. All in the second half. Rivera on the bounce. Gets into the lane, backs up, hits the free throw jumper, and one for Luis Rivera, who has turned into a one-man show here. He's got 15 now.
1 man
12 of those
show
in the second half.
X Factor, Lee. If I'm Herrera, I'm putting that one on a poster, okay? I got a one-on-one situation against the great Juan Jose Barea, and I take him into my jump shot, make it and one in his face. Beautiful play, knock this down, make the three the hard way, buddy. And let's keep on pounding because los Grises están llegando. We are coming over.
Yeah, that's one to tell the kids and the grandkids about. Three-point play against an NBA champ. And Gian Clavel gets loose inside, and Barea found him.
That's the second time we've given up this easy backdoor in the baseline. This is basketball defense 101. We cannot give that one up.
Swing, lefty jumper is good. Jordan Swing, 19, coming back from that injury. Back to a two-point game with 6:15 to play.
We need some stops, Lee. We got to get 3 to 5 stops here in a row.
And the foul on Rivera coming through a screen. 16 points for Rivera. He came to Humacao in a trade on April 9th, and boy, oh boy, this is, he had 18 against Ponce earlier this year. He's got 16 in this one, coming up big. Diallo over Amigo.
We cannot allow a pass inside the key from an inbounds on the baseline. All right, even if we double team the man, I don't care, but don't allow him to get that easy.
Rivera blocked by Diallo. Tried to teardrop it in, but Diallo got it. Check Diallo, spin move, kicks it out. And a three-pointer is good. And that was Sosa. He's got 11.
So a five-point swing lead. Diallo getting the block on the defensive side and then finding the wide open three-point shooter.
Alexander Capos missing the three. Barea inside, and it's Diallo again. All 17 points since halftime for Cheikh Diallo. And after closing to within one, Santurce builds their lead back to 9. Cheikh Diallo, 17 points. 9 in the third quarter, and another 8 so far here in the fourth.
Yep, he's got the 17 points to go along with the 4 blocks, okay? And it was a huge sequence there because Humacao actually were going for the layup to try to cut this game within reach, and then the block by Diallo, the possession on the other one where he goes baseline, and we say baseline drive, baseline drift, which means once he went to the baseline, Diallo was able to find the guy in the corner, that Sosa that was, into a three-point shot. So those are the kind of plays that will put, those are winning basketball sequences that Diallo has shown tonight.
It was 70-69, so a 13-5 run there by Santurce to get it back to a 9-point lead. Still got more than 5 minutes to play here.
Plenty of time. Humacao has got their offensive groove here as of recent, so you know you can put the ball in the basket. Now, the problem has been stopping number 33 right there, Diallo. His problem has been stopping this man on the defensive end because he's just creating all kinds of trouble, either scoring or finding open man for the shot. So can you put a couple of sequences defensively to finish this game off and try to get the win?
Humacao 10 of 16 behind the arc in this game. Rivera's hit 3 of them. Swing double team. Here's Rivera. Tough shot with 7 on the shot clock. Oh my goodness, the heat check goes down. He's got 19, Victor. Wow.
And if you're Mr. Rivera, I mean, talk about some confidence, young man. Just barely touched that ball, went right up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Great game here in the fourth quarter. Keep it up, young man.
Correa unable to finish. Rivera now with 19. I believe that's a season high. Velardo's pass taken away. Sosa. Isaac Sosa with his second three of the game.
That is a professional shooter. Run the lane as soon as you catch it, have your foot set. A lot of the work is done pre, so once he caught it, he had himself balanced and had to go nothing but go up with it.
He's third in the league in made threes. He's now got 40 on the year. Velardo doesn't get the roll. Tipped again, and Parker grabs it. Velardo for three. And a foul inside, perhaps. It looked like maybe on Amigo. Diallo on the floor.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Velardo not having his greatest game tonight, but he had an open look, so you want to take it. Too bad that he missed because it would have cut this game within striking distance, but still plenty of time to go with 3.5.
Three fouls on Amigo. Clavel on the deck, helped up. Take another look. He released and got bumped, and that's a foul on Parker.
Yeah, and that's okay. Now, at this moment of the game, you're down 9. You got to put pressure, so, you know, it's okay to be over-aggressive. Now, Humacao has got to be careful. If I got the count right here, that's their 14th foul, even though it says 3 right there on the on our screen. So they can be in bonus situations throughout the rest of the way.
Humacao chopped a 15-point lead down to 1, but Santurce has built it back to 9. So the give inside to Diallo. Check Diallo with 19 second half points.
Yeah, he has
scoreless in the first half.
Unfortunately, here in the second half.
Rivera's shot bounces no good. Correa to Clavel for 3. Gian Clavel now with 19.
Professional point guard. Barrea knew he had a 3-on-2, just waited for him man to get open and found him at the proper timing.
Jordan Swing fouled on the drive by Labissiere. Since it was 70-69, Santurce has outscored Humacao 21-8. Swing now with 20 points. Played in the NBA G League, and he's played all over the world. Europe, Australia, Middle East. And now Puerto Rico. He comes out with 22 points in this one. Check that, 21. Labissiere will bring it back out with 2:20 to play. Clavel rattles out. Humacao in need of some offense here. Velardo all the way to the hoop. He's got 13.
Beautiful job by Belardo to be able to sidestep and get away from the defender and still have enough angle to finish with the English. Beautiful heads-up play.
Under 2 minutes to go now. A stop and a bucket could get it to single digits. And Santurce obliges by turning it over.
Yeah, one of the few mistakes by Diallo on that time. Maybe perhaps the pass from Barre. He's saying, my bad, it was too low, big guy. Diallo was not able to handle that. 10-point game, 1:40 to go, okay? First option, hopefully you can get yourself to the free throw line so you can stop the clock. If not, you might want to go with them 3-point shots because there's not many possessions left, okay? Tough game so far for Humacao. The 91 points by Santurce on a FIBA game in 38 minutes so far is a high-scoring game. So even though you've seen that they put in the effort, Santurce has just been too much to handle so far.
Yeah, only 28 combined points in that first quarter, but they've both teams come on strong here to get this into a high-scoring affair. 4 3-pointers here in the fourth quarter for Humacao to help in that comeback effort, but Santurce really has answered. Sosa, a couple of threes. Diallo has just been a force. 2 shots in the first half, no points, 19 points in the second.
Yeah, and if you're Humacao, lots of positive here so far, okay? You've had a game plan. Perhaps the athleticism of Santurce has been the factor that they've not been able to match, especially on the rebounding side. We also see Santurce with several blocks tonight. Humacao has got 1 block, and Santurce has 7, so that does make a difference on the glass. You know, the vertical game, the athleticism of Santurce might be the one that gives them the upper hand. .134 left. Pacheco gives to Parker, contact, Amigo the tip. Back to an 8-point game. And a whistle against Humacao. Yeah, you got to know who you're fouling at this moment, but you definitely want to stop the clock, okay? We see a lot of the times now in the modern game, guys just playing out the defense. But with down 8 with a minute and 20 to go, there's not a lot of time on the clock. So you do have to stop the game, in my belief. You just know who you're fouling, who you're putting on the line. And it looked like it was the right man as Clavel misses the first.
69% at the line on the season. Spent 2017 with the Dallas Mavericks. He's got 20 points now. Humacao in need of some quick offense here. Amigo kicks to Rivera. Free throw line jumper. Amigo the rebound. Belardo, shot fake, teardrop is good. And the foul. Get 3 the hard way here, maybe.
Yes, it is 3 the hard way because Diallo just makes the life tough for you, okay? Belardo got himself into the lane and just had to go with the high arcing teardrop, you know, where you actually call that big man killer because he can't get to it. It is a tough shot, great angle, but Diallo just makes it very hard for you. You know, the dynamic duo of Diallo and Scal inside, Scal Labisiere, that is, again, just being a factor in the vertical part of the game.
Belardo, the 3-point play. Back to a 6-point game with a minute left. 16 for Gabriel Belardo. Clavel pulls it back out.
Now that they've chosen not to foul, make sure you don't foul late in the shot clock.
Sosa off a screen, lays it up, no good. Diallo the rebound. And another attempt to kill the clock, but a whistle first.
Yeah, you had to stop that time. Once again, I know we've mentioned this a few times, so I don't want to be repetitive, but offensive rebounding has been their Achilles if you're Humacao throughout the entire game. The Cangrejeros de Santurce, there's too much pressure on the offensive boards.
Diallo with a couple of offensive rebounds according to the stat sheet. Clavel with 3. Will be Isaac Sosa at the line. 10th-year pro out of San Juan.
I tell you what, though, I thought Barea had the ball that time, Lee. I think it should be Barea at the free throw line here. Perhaps we can get a replay, but Sosa, he just kind of sneaky his way into that free throw. If I'm not mistaken, Barea is the shooter. I don't know if that's a better thing or a worse thing, but it just might be that. Right. That's the fact.
Yeah. Yeah, Barea's 4th in the league at 88%. Sosa, 78%. Neither one of them are too bad. Oh, it is Barea at the line. We're just getting a hero shot of Sosa, I guess. Barea now with 9.
Yeah, professional basketball players, they do that all the time. You know, they think that people might not perhaps, you know, playing a close look, and all of a sudden right. Step into the free throw, and the referee might give it to you.
Rivera, what a game he's had here in the 4th. Shot fake and throws it away. But it was tipped.
They got deflected, so they'll keep possession. 12 on the shot clock, Lee. They really need a desperation 3 and try to foul, see if they can come out with a miracle.
Gallardo drives, tries to give to Parker, loses it. And a valiant effort by Humacao after trailing by 15 to battle back. But Santurce, too strong down the stretch. Sheck Diallo, 19 points in the second half to lead the way for Santurce as they come away with a 94-86 win.
Tough ball game, great ball game, by the way. Too bad that Humacao cannot come out with the win. The 94 points at the 40-minute game is just too much. Like you said, Diallo in the second half just exploded. The man with the 19 points, he went really hot, you know, just created all kinds of troubles for them offensively, defensively as well. Santurce was the better team. They put a lot of ball pressure. It made Humacao have to spread out because they're also putting pressure on the passing lanes. And when Humacao got to the hoop, they were Los Cangrejeros de Santurce was challenging them upstairs. So good game for Humacao. It's too bad, you know, give credit to Coach Pedro Gonzalez. You know, saw his team down, stepped up for them. Even though he got ejected, that did spark some fire in them. And give this man right here also a lot of credit, number 10, El Señor Luis Rivera. You know, he came out, 19 points for him, on fire, made some tough buckets. I mean, playing with lots of confidence, but Humacao in the end just could not secure the rebounds on the defensive end, Lee, and that hurt them throughout the entire game.
Rivera with 16 of his 19 points in the second half. He hit 4 threes on the game, 19 for him. Humacao led in scoring by Jordan Swing, 21 coming back from that 4-game injury. Belardo also in double figures with 16. Pacheco had 11. And on the other side, it was Gian Clavel who ended up leading Santurce with 20, Diallo with 19, Mateus with 13 off the bench for Santurce. Pretty close in the rebounds. And look at the blocks, 7-1, as you mentioned. There's the 11 threes. It all adds up to 94-86 final. Santurce improving to 8-7 on the year. Humacao now 5-9. They are home Wednesday against Guaynabo, another team in their division section B. Victor Humacao with a lot of threes in this one, but just not enough. Too much Sheikh Diallo.
Yeah,
Rivera, great offensive game.
Kept them in the game, Lee, you know, but if you're Humacao, turn the switch, tough battle tonight. Go into the film tomorrow, get your reps in, you know, stay ready, and hopefully on Wednesday you can put in a better game and come out with the win as well. So tough matchup tonight.
94-86 the final. Humacao again dropping their 5th straight now. They are 5-9. 94-86 for Victor Mansour and our crew. I'm Lee Hall. Good night from Humacao.
Ahora se puede con un préstamo personal de la Cooperativa Oriental. Ponte al día con tus metas financieras con un cómodo pago mensual que tienes hasta 90 días para hacer el primer pago. Llama al 787-418-2021. Cooperativa de Ahorro y Crédito Oriental, la alternativa de todo un pueblo.